Very big value plays, but we're seeing the push here over towards B. Some counter utility goes out. That's the flash. Native is ready. People are blind.
Nice.
2 players go down. YEKINDAR's the only one to find anything, and it's Cerq. Consequence of purchasing in that scout. Jame knew what was going on, knew what the plan was before, and well, I guess it's not really a consequence if you just open the game up with a frag, a headshot onto Native and make it look quite simple. Qikert the same. It's 1-for-1 though. As Cerq trades, he's stuck on the site, but lines him up and knocks him down. 2-for-1 deal. Is SANJI's left alone. Hkta going to be coming around the back, but it's going to be SANJI who has to find 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah, and really, they just didn't expect a second player to be so quick towards short there. Rico with an excellent 3K at that angle, and they couldn't trade him out. And now Sanji's left in a 1v2. He's seen how many times he can clutch, though. Molly for the site, but he can't hit the immediate shot. And instead
there's 4 players grouping up here for Virtus.pro in the tunnel. It's all about the execution, though. The first swing is really a dry swing, and the second frag is brilliant. Jame repeats, and it's a bit late maybe, but YEKINDAR takes down Hkta as well. Native stuck on the site, might be able to find 1. They aren't quite sure, but okay, yes they are. Qikert is so sure, knows exactly where Native's playing, and this is a great round for Virtus.pro. They finally cracked open this B site after a couple of attempts.
Yeah, and this is now a situation where retaking 2-on-3 on the B site is a nightmare as it is, but if Jame can only hit a tag, it makes it ever so slightly possible. It's a stack toward the corner of the site for VP. Qikert and YEKINDAR playing next to each other. It's going to be a free frag onto Owner no matter. They're raking for KRIMZ to exit in, and there we go. That's the key frag for YEKINDAR. Now I think Owner realizes that there's nothing really to do in this scenario, that he's going to wait for the exits. He might go down to the bomb in this situation, but never mind, he'll go down to Qikert as he peeks wide. It's interesting, doesn't it? Jame looking now for a solo entry toward middle. I think Marlian will realize that he likes to do that, and Native knows exactly what's going on. I think he even had a bit of a benefit there of the shadow, but still Jame bests him. And now KRIMZ has to defend toward B. Jump spotting nicely to try and defend his position, but he's going to be up close and personal with YEKINDAR, and yeah. There's not really much you could do about that. VP showing their skill already early on. 2 entries on toward B, no chance for Marlian, and they're going to have to save the 2 rifles.
I mean, YEKINDAR
in inverted commas.
Right, yeah.
Yes, that's not going to be a save when you get hunted by Buster. Yeah, very hard.
No, very difficult. And Qikert the same. I mean, YEKINDAR
to do the best of their ability, but he's coming in towards short here. It's quite often we see this. Jame does this himself, so Qikert will be aware of the possibility, but never mind. Wrinkle hits the shot either way. Owner with a chance to duel toward long. Flash coming in. There we go. Perfect. 1-for-1 with Jame. And it gives ex-Marlian a man advantage to work with. But yeah, Jame will hit straight back.
True.
Look at this.
Utility prepped here. They could find this. The timing needs to be good, though.
There it is. Native with 2, hiding in the corner. Will finally get traded by Jame, but because Jame took one of his own as well in the meantime, it means he's on for the ace. Just Hkta left, but he's coming in on the flank now toward tunnels, and he's coming in very quickly. Jame realizes it at the last second, does hit to push through it. He does, and Jame looks the wrong way.
Decision, but I can see why he would want to be sure. That said, probably should be more aware of the fact that VP's money is absolutely fine.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. YEKINDAR taking absolutely no prisoners there on their entry toward B. The AWP was there, trying to reposition and make it a possibility, but at least YEKINDAR can only get 1. Here's a 4 versus 4. Qikert though is looking for this short aggression from Hkta and Owner. Look at this. Pixel differences, small margins, absolute fractions right now. Looking for it. Buster taps down Owner, but are they aware of a second one? They're not, but Hkta isn't aware of Qikert either. So they recover that situation and get the man advantage. 3 versus 2. Native has that AWP available, picked up, but they are working their way toward A now and toward short. Jame has the angle, the AWP, and they can smoke off both these positions to sort out this aggression toward the site.
Yeah, nicely done by Jame just to throw that smoke down, forcing KRIMZ out of this position, or I should say more accurately, just denying any of it. I mean, that's a terrifying thing to retake against on Dust 2.
In my opinion, when you have so much money available, just shoot through the doors. Here we go. Are there going to be any tags? Are there going to be any kills? Not talk about tags and kills. Oh, Qikert and Jame team up for what? What can you even say? I don't know.
I love it. I love it so much. I remember when Fnatic first did that. It was so, like, everybody was like, dude, these guys are actually insane. Their brains are enormous. And now it's just kind of the meta. I don't know who came up with that initially, whether it was like, it sounds like a Flusher thing, I'll be honest. Like that totally sounds like something Flusher would have come up with. Nice find.
To throw themselves into the mixer here after getting thoroughly abused by those T-side auto snipers. Wrinkle looking for the peak, can't get the first. Now it's all down to Hkta. Gets himself one. Now it's all down to stat padding, isn't it? In the half, even frags anyway, and there we go. 9 each for yes.
The weird swing there with the 4-0 lead, so pretty much to be expected. Oh my goodness, Wrinkle! What a shot!
Nice.
That was disgusting. YEKINDAR is left wondering what hit him, and the plant goes down here for Cat. Nicely done, Marlian. They've got the bomb down.
Yeah, and they don't, at the moment, they don't have a kit picked up through VP for the retake. That's a lovely shot from Jame, though, dealing with that top mid lurk. Now it's really all down to this short play of Owner and a teammate with him. Good flash. That could be the counter. They're going to have to rush in for this one because they do not have that defuse kit picked up. Buster gets himself 2. Good trades. Qikert still has the smoke available. P250s are the final 2 remaining players now with that Kevlar boost up. That can be hard a bit close range, but no matter. Very nicely done. It was a 4-man save. And we've spoken about the UMP recently as well, saying it's, you know, it's not necessarily the SMG of choice these days, but here's a good start for the CT side here. YEKINDAR will take 1 with the M4, and
VP, my apologies, really shuts down that push and the timings that they were looking for, and confirmation. SANJI.
So it's one of those situations where if you're ex-Marlian, you really want to at least do some damage to the VP economy, but with the way ex-Marlian's economy is sat, with and it reduces ex-Marlian to pistols, and looks like YEKINDAR is going to be in prime position to farm them down. Okay, I tell a lie. Don't listen to anything I ever say ever again.
Oh, it seems a bit over the top, but you know. Buster, nicely done. From SANJI. Yeah, Hkta's very low off the back of that.
This is textbook. Okay, I mean, he still gets taken down by the low HP of Hkta, and funnily enough, the grenade was the deciding factor that brought him down to 13 from full HP. And they do get a bomb plant, so this is ever so slightly dangerous. Look where Native is. He's towards CT, playing around with these smokes. The gun will be dropped over to the healthier player in Wrinkle. And with Native's position, he could flank these players coming in from short. VP are committing to 3 in from short here. The HPs are not the best, but this is ever so slightly worrisome. The grenade is obviously going to clear up Hkta, and he's been peppered with that utility so far in this round. Now it's all on Wrinkle. Surely they should expect this to be a possibility. Gets himself the first double headshot, and now this play can come in. Native makes it happen, and now it's all down to Qikert. He's been tagged down really low. Native is going to rush in. There's a smoke, but it's not on the bomb properly. Native is jumping in, and he hits the shot. What a round to win.
Too far just yet. This setup over towards B is quite strong. Push out is better. Native, nice kill. Qikert falls. Buster looks to get aggressive through the smoke onto the players here. And, finds a great timing, and that's 2. A third for Buster! Nearly connecting a 4th onto that one. Absolutely incredible for Buster. As Owner in middle to collect SANJI, leaving Jame left alone 1v2. Has to do it all on his own, though. And that's the terrifying bit for Jame. He's got some utility, and he could make this happen.
He ran past the kit that was dropped on the floor toward middle as well. This is looking all the more difficult as time passes. If ex-Marlian don't peek, if they don't give him anything, this should surely be their round. But no, Wrinkle's holding an angle. You can get shot through the door from that angle, my friend. And now it's all down to Jame in this 1 versus 1. No kit picked up there, and that could be the crucial factor. But there is one on the bomb itself, so he's going to hold it. I didn't realize that was a possibility, but he gets off it. Does he have the defuse? Owner pushes through. I think he's going to be okay. What a great round for Jame that is. I can't believe that he's won that one, considering the situation.
You know, double digits for both teams. Let's see if they can close it out this time, though. That's big damage on that nade that came through, and everyone just one second away from an engagement. Buster engages first onto Native, but proved to trade, so it's not too shabby for Marlian. And YEKINDAR could swing into Wrinkle. That would be devastating. And, well, it's not going to be YEKINDAR, but Qikert, who does just that. But good spot for YEKINDAR. Finds one, unable to get the spray down and trade that one out. So Oh, and that's so brutal. Wrinkle just barely getting out with his life as well. SANJI and Jame have got it all to do in this 2v3, and oh no, are they
Factor and a reason for going for it, but at the same time, you know, if you do save here, the buy next round is very... Oh,
depending on this timing, SANJI could be the difference maker here.
This is so critical. He needs one. He needs possibly two. Gets himself one. Drops the bomb as well. That is huge information. That it's the bomb carrier to go in first. He can't get the second, but look at the health right now. 3 on Native, on the AWP, and 12 on Wrinkle. He's going to get it swapped over once again, despite the fact Native is lower. Of course, Wrinkle is the AWP player for ex-Marlian, so you can totally understand that. Slight advantage 2DP at the moment. Good flash toward long. Only 1 for 1, but not 1 for 1 in terms of YEKINDAR. He's gotten 1. And can fall back to the site as well. The last 2 players are very low indeed. Only 15 HP between them. YEKINDAR with a nice angle, but somehow can't even connect 1 bullet. That is absolutely remarkable. The molly is critical. It should burn out Native, certainly. It does. But with no kit picked up, it's now all down to Wrinkle. Is it planted for long? I'm not entirely sure. He is toward that position. I think it's just about visible from his spot at the moment, and they only have a Molotov for long. They don't have a smoke. Jame peeks from low, and Buster will peek from upper, but Wrinkle jumps up across the angle again, and oh my goodness, how close can you get? Buster wins the 1 versus 1 after being... Oh, that could have gone either way in the end. I can't believe YEKINDAR couldn't get 1 more there. Really, but they've fallen back off of it somehow. It's long has been completely deserted for DT side. YEKINDAR's checking for this close angle of Owner. Oh, it's so close, but never mind. Owner spots him first, and that could be a big opening frag. 2 players toward the B side. If they pinch in a B split here, surely it's going to be so difficult for VP to defend against. Qikert up close. Buster gets 1 toward Owner, coming in from middle. Qikert is going through the Molotov, gets himself 1, but turns away. Oh my goodness, what on earth is going on here? Qikert does damage, but not enough.
Oh,
and Wrinkle
no.
takes Buster. Jame needs his frag through the door. At least they do have a smoke for it. Can they surely get onto the site here? It's going to be so close.
You got to go for it this time if you're Virtus.pro. No saving here. SANJI needs to check the corner. Doesn't check it, but gets the frag anyway, and Jame on the site takes down Wrinkle. That leaves Hkta 1v2 for the overtime position. Tagged down very low, but has a way to isolate the 1v1s. It's Jame first, and he takes the frag. Virtus.pro take their map pick, and oh boy, was it close. 16-14 fashion. Virtus.pro nearly gave it away.
Goodness. Great.
Kind of get involved there quite a bit. I feel like SANJI really was a standout player for Virtus.pro over in that long position on Dust 2, but beyond that, it was a bit troublesome for them. They didn't seem to be looking as if they were really getting into that game.
Yeah, and like the mentality thing that I mentioned, it sort of goes both ways, I would say, at this stage, because, you know, ex-Marlian very comfortably indeed. Buster and Jame looking to save their Kevlar into the next tough situation, really, for VP, just having not won a pistol, even with that factor not being as tough. The good boost coming in, and Jame does hit a flick with that scout as they drop in toward A, and this is the problem. Qikert does get 1, but it's a 1-4-1. Owner takes him down, but look at Buster. He's making a play with this recovered AK-47. He's biding his time. This is absolutely perfect from Buster, looking to get more than 1 here. The bomb planter is in his vision, right in front of his crosshair. Surely he pulls the trigger right now. The spray's coming through towards CT. Buster, he's playing a absolute mind-blowing play here. Looking for more than 1. He's biding his time a lot more than I expected, and there it is finally. Bomb dropped in the open. Owner looks to trade and does very nicely. Maybe in another situation, Buster would have probably decided to do that a bit sooner than what actually happened. Oh dear, maybe it's... that's not one that he'll be looking back on later and saying that was a great play.
I mean, I understand he was looking for 2, but I don't know. It feels like you need to take that shot a bit earlier if you're Buster. The no-scope misses its mark, and, well, Jame goes down. It does get the tag.
To be the correct call. I mean, as you say, it's a meme for a reason, but it's absolutely a good reason for it. He gets himself an opener, and Buster's taking down Owner as well. The UMP here is fine in this position. Look at the amount of damage it just did through the smoke. Poor old Wrinkle. I think even a bit of a team flash coming in there as well that dealt with KRIMZ. Hkta does a nice little peek that, taking down SANJI just next to the car, but YEKINDAR has not been accounted for. Denies
the like, and in fairness, Virtus.pro, they don't want to give that away, and that is very understandable. Nice timing from YEKINDAR. Pick that up.
I feel like, you know, he can just take on the world, which he so often does.
Yeah.
Oh, nice push.
Oh. Yeah, very forward position, though. He might get found out. He does. Well, I say he. It's Qikert who gets found out, and Buster as well. Falling to Hkta. Buster had such a good position, could have found out that player, but SANJI's blind. These flashes on point, and Virtus.pro just they fall apart.
Yeah, that's pretty remarkable. And Jame just got that frag. We have to take into account that he did also tag KRIMZ while going for that frag, but he is miles away now. But there we go.
Famous not check spot. We'll see if it is going to get checked this time.
They have so many mollies for it as well. Do they check it? Oh, the dink works out perfectly for SANJI. 2 dinks in 2 separate players, and the body shots work out to finish them off. And Buster and YEKINDAR in position as well. So.
I mean, makes sense, yes. Successful this time, not so much. As owner falls back. That's fine.
Yeah, Qikert has a chance to spray through that CT smoke at the moment, but look at YEKINDAR. They have a player watching the flanking owner, but if he gets taken down, never mind. Oh, lovely off angle from him. Qikert now looking in for more. They're jumping up on toward the edge of Ticket there. Does he realize that Wrinkle is there? Just about should see him very soon, but no. Wrinkle spots it out. SANJI's at least close up to trade on toward KRIMZ, but now, even though SANJI has a kit, it is a 2 versus 3. Native with a beautiful shot. SANJI was the biggest threat, really. 7-5.
Oh, that's an unfortunate missed shot from Buster. But Native pressured over towards the ramp, not netting much of anything, but he's going to fall back as now the push towards A is looking to come through. That flash is missing, and Jame is ready, up in hand, looking for even more. The bomb is dropped, and nearly takes him out the jitter peak, but it's two kills. Wrinkle and KRIMZ both getting those frags, and that's devastating.
I can't believe that position was cleared out so easily. Qikert and Jame both dropping, but YEKINDAR has gone unaccounted for. This is a genius play by YEKINDAR. If he can find the shots, he can. Denies the bomb plump, but because it took such a long time, Wrinkle can swing wide and get that trade. Lovely peek from SANJI, though. Recovers it into a 2 versus 2. Kits available for Buster, and they'll definitely have the utility to go for this one. No shadow of a doubt. SANJI pushing towards CT. Will be heard by Native up close, but they'll actually line up in the end. Buster's the one to get the frag somehow, and now it's just Native against Buster in this 1 versus 1. Buster has full utility, a smoke for the bomb as well. Spots Native creeping out, and that's a beautiful headshot from Buster, taking matters into his own hands. 13-4 for him. He's been the star so far on Mirage for VP. Welcome to the clutch indeed. YEKINDAR and Qikert to help out. Who comes out on top in the final round?
Molly could be key. No Molly to throw, though, right now. He's taking shots. That's Jame. That's a great kill from YEKINDAR as well. Qikert wins the duel underneath Palace. And it's all going Virtus.pro. Touchdown on that nade. Takes KRIMZ very low. 15 health remaining. And it's just him and Wrinkle alive. But Jame getting a bit too aggressive. Maybe giving this away. SANJI is in position, though. And it's YEKINDAR and SANJI both to get
a B anchor on most maps. And that's one of my favorite spots. And it's a good place to drop the kit as well, if it is in position. But look at this aggression from Native toward A. This is a very hard position for the Glock to get the frag, and that's 2 wonderful USP taps from him. Owner's got one as well, and that maybe affords him to go in looking for more. Qikert's finally dealt with him, but it's all down to Qikert and Jame now, and they're very split up.
Well, I mean, they both individually win their duels, so there is, small victories, sure, but now there's 2 players on this site looking for blood, and well, they're not looking for anyone. It's just James. They're on the lookout for. Nice tag and the kill off the back of it. This might be looking winnable. Stop giving him 1v1s. That's what I usually say. That's another big find. Hkta falls, and it's to Qikert. 2 apiece for Qikert, and Jame is now the sole survivor. Is on catwalk, and what a shot from Qikert. 2. Just
squeaking away with dust too. They need to stabilize now and win this one out a little bit more comfortably. Qikert is close toward Palace. He will expect 2 first. Wrinkle, nice aggressive position on that AWP. Deals with Qikert lurking forward. And that is an important opening pick. Hkta takes YEKINDAR as well in the meantime. So, do VP have any answer?
I mean, right now, not so much. SANJI is in a pretty solid position, but same could be said for Buster. He's getting a forward position and nicely found Nearly gets the second one, actually. Though it's, oh my goodness, good kills all the way around.
Wow.
Everyone just finds a frag, and it's 2 for Buster. And suddenly this round is turned on its head. Hkta has to do it all versus 3.
But they're not going to be going anywhere near him. And yeah, I mean, what is there really to say about what VP just did? They just walked to the site and got all the kills, basically.
Oh, no.
Your star players now, because they need to make something happen. They're just starting to... Oh, this is nice, though. Lovely delayed flashing toward middle. Oh, it's so unfortunate. It doesn't work.
But it still allows for so much more control over this area of the map, and what great timing from Native as well to
find and advance onto the site. Qikert is in position now to defend toward B. VP have jumped down into position. Good swing, only just gets away with it, taking down SANJI. But YEKINDAR is low as well on that picked up AWP, so that's a tough one for him. He gets stopped by Hkta. That drops the bomb in apartments, and now Jame is left on the other side of the map, completely separated from everything going on. Will get himself his 1 frag, but with 23 seconds to go,
I don't know what play he was making, but other than just the ultra long lurk play,
utility with him.
I don't want to give too much away. That hero AK could be big, but it's immediately taken down. Buster does recover it, but YEKINDAR does trade. Hkta in a good position, though, doesn't get punished, and well, all right, Buster, the sole survivor of this one, could find more. Does just that. Oh, nice pre-fire there by Buster.
Makes some noise. Shooting through the wooden panel there, maybe disguising the fact that SANJI is peeping out. But Qikert will be found toward Palace, and look at that, Native with 2. Beautiful second frag. Owner can now sneak through the smoke, and YEKINDAR looks to trade. Easy one for him. Obviously, SANJI will trade that. Now it's him left in a 1 versus 3, and he can't even get another one. Wow. Interesting. Now, it has to be said, ex-Marlian have showed up with some nice aggressive plays, doing what I call of them. And Native has again got the first one toward Qikert. Wrinkle with a little bit of a miss there. YEKINDAR going in for the entry, trying to show his skill. But he doesn't get peeked from 3 different angles. Somehow gets 1. But it's still a... Ooh, that's a good smoke, actually. I mean, it means SANJI can sort of play around it, but... Oh, actually, maybe that is a bit of a failure. Oh, the smoke doesn't work out in the end. I thought maybe that might be good for ex-Marlian, but it works perfectly for SANJI, and it turns around on its head. VP, exactly what they needed at this moment. Now with a 3 versus 2 after blunt with Wrinkle only on 9 HP. Buster's ready to be activated from Palace as well. This is looking too difficult for ex-Marlian. They've made their way up toward the site though, and Wrinkle, lovely peek on towards SANJI. He's on the low HP. 2 versus 2. They both have kits. Buster can peek from Palace though still, and the high HP player in Hkta takes him down. 1 versus 1 though, still possible, but Buster will surely not let Wrinkle do this. Wrinkle's holding the bomb though. Wrinkle's holding it. Oh, but Buster counts it down in his head and gets it.
Not quite able to spot YEKINDAR out. YEKINDAR very much the same, unable to spot Native out. There we go. There's that first engagement. Native goes and takes the frag, and then repositions, though gets punished for it.
And this A play's been a little bit split up for VP, and Wrinkle has punished SANJI for just lurking, and he's playing the angle that's very hard to clear out if you are Jame. But I doubt Jame will push further than that. That is probably the best spot you can be in. The bomb is planted successfully toward B. Another very difficult situation for ex-Marlian, despite the fact they have the advantage this time. At least they do have 3 kits, and there is a smoke on Wrinkle too. Jame up close could be the key factor. Looking for 1, and the flank from Qikert is insane. It gets himself 2. Qikert does take that position of Jame out though, and it results in a 2 versus 2. Buster playing around the site perfectly at the moment, looking to make this one happen. They're trying to cover the bomb, but he spins round. Bang on from Buster.
Breath here, and well, what is it? What is it? Has it been an aggression over towards Palace? And I said it needed to get punished. Finally, it has been. YEKINDAR takes that kill and pushes out over here onto the A site. Next up is CT. Waits for the flash, and the flash is good. Native falls. That is the AWP down. It's been collected, but not much more that can be done, as it's YEKINDAR and Jame both finding key, crucial picks in what looks to be the final round of this game, unless something crazy can happen.
Yeah, Qikert and Owner remaining. Qikert does at least have a defuse kit, but they need to hit these ridiculous shots. They will make one happen, but unfortunately, it looks like this game might be ending with a bit of a team kill there. Qikert couldn't do really much in that situation. Somehow it tags YEKINDAR with a no-scope through the edge of the box, but it doesn't matter. It's a very, very close affair for VP up against Marlian, but at the end of the day,